Hello everybody. Today is the last lesson for Unit 2 Rags to Riches. Lesson 11, Form, Meaning and Function, page 30 and 31. Today we will use present perfect simple tense. We also use past simple versus present perfect and ask and tell about personal experiences. Have you ever? Okay, let's start with present perfect simple tense. When do you use it? When do you use present perfect simple tense? There are three cases. Use the present perfect to talk about actions that started at an indefinite time. An indefinite time. It's not specific time in the past. It's often used to talk about the time from the past to now in a person's life. For examples, have you been to Kuwait? Have you been to Kuwait? Here we use verb to have plus past participle, the third form of the verb. What about the answer? I have been to Kuwait. We may cross I have been to Kuwait. I have visited many places in the Middle East. The second use is use the present perfect to talk about recently completed action. For example, Muhammad Abdel Latif Jamil has contributed greatly to the government's Saudization program in the kingdom. Do you notice that has plus past participle? Why we use has here? Because the subject is singular. We also use the present perfect simple to emphasize an action that started in the past and has continued until now and may continue in the future. For example, Li Keqiang has lived in China for all his life. Now, who can tell me what's the form of present perfect simple tense? Excellent. We should use have, have or has plus past participle. Have for plural, I, they, you, and we, and has for singular, he, she, and it. Is it clear now? Time expression with for and since. For and since. And we should know what's the difference between for and since. Use the present perfect simple tense for to indicate the duration of the action. The duration of the action. For 2 months, for a year, for a long time. Okay, what about since? Use the present perfect simple with since to indicate the action began, the beginning of the action. For example, since yesterday, since last June. Now, who can tell me another example for and since? Excellent. We can use for if we talk about two weeks, 3 weeks. Okay. We also, when I say 2 days or 3 days or a month or year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or 2 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours. Okay. What about since? Since is followed by, we can say since 2 weeks. No, we say since last week. Last week. Okay, what about day? We can say since 2 days. No, we should say since Monday, since Saturday. Okay, months. We should say since June, since March, since July. And the year, we should say since 2020, for example. And what about hour? We will say since 6 o'clock, since 6:30. And since also followed by a complete sentence. Do you understand now? Okay, what about the question? We will ask about for or since by using how long. How long? For example, how long has a clothing store been in operation? This is a question. We will use how long plus present perfect simple tense. We use has plus past participle. Okay, what about the answer? It has been in operation since 1975. You should notice here that since is followed by the date of the year, 1975. When we use since or for in the answer, we should ask about them by using how long. It has been in operation for 40 years. So we should ask about for and answer by using how long. Do you get it? Okay. Now, can you answer exercise number A? Exercise number A, complete. Just a minute. Okay, complete the sentence with for or since. It's a very easy exercise. Can you answer quickly? Excellent. Number 1. Hamid has had the same TV 15 years. Keep in mind, 15 years. So we use, excellent, for. Thank you. For. What about number 2? I have had my laptop last June. Here, last June. Okay, last June. We will use for or since. Excellent, since. Number 3, we have worked on this project a month. A month, excellent, for. My friends haven't visited me. My graduations. Excellent, since. Number 5, we haven't used our car a long time. For a long time. Excellent. Here, this sentence indicates the duration of the action. Okay, very good. Number 6, I have been drinking tea years. Perfect, 4 years. 4 years. Tariq has worn glasses the age of 7. Since, very good. When have you had that beautiful watch? Very good, since. Exercise number B, complete the paragraph with the verbs in parentheses. Use the present perfect or simple past. What's the form of present perfect? Excellent. Have or has plus past participle. What's the form of simple past? Very good. The second form of the verb. It may be regular plus ed or irregular. Excellent. Amancio Ortega, the son of a railroad worker, Ortega is now Spain's richest man. When Ortega was 13, when? Pay attention to when. So we use past simple. Very good. Past simple. What is the past simple of work? Very good. Worked. We will add ed. It's a regular verb. As a delivery boy for a shirt maker, and later, what is the past form of become? Became. Very good. The manager of a clothing store. He began. What is the past form of begin? Began. Making a clothing in his living room and selling it to local store. Ortega have an ability to predict what styles were going to be popular and to create these styles with inexpensive materials. What is the past form of have? Had. Perfect. Over last 14 years, pay attention to 14 years. Okay, so we will use excellent, present perfect. And the store, the clothing store, the subject here is singular, so we will use have or has. Very good, my dear students. Has gained. Has gained. Okay. What's the difference between past simple and present perfect? Use the present perfect to talk about an action that happened in the past when the exact time isn't known or isn't important. But what about the past simple? We use the past simple tense when the exact time is given. When the exact time is given. Excellent. For example, here for the present perfect, have you ever met a billionaire? Have you ever met a billionaire? No, I have never met a billionaire. Have plus past participle. And we use ever in the question for the present perfect. When I say no, I should change ever into never. Okay, keep in mind. What about the past simple? When did he start the company? He started the company in the late 17th. Here the exact time is given, so we use past simple. We use did in the question and the past form in the answer. Do you understand? Now, what about the time expression we can use with the present perfect? We should underline yet, so far, ever, never, already, recently, lately, once, twice. Okay? Asking and telling about personal experience. Have you ever ordered books online? So far. Pay attention to so far, just and already is used for positive sentence. Okay? We can also say no. No, I have never ordered books online. Here we use never when I say no. When I say no, I use never. Or I have bought the order products through the internet. Or I can say also I haven't bought books online yet. I buy them. Pay attention to the use of yet. We use yet when we use haven't or hasn't. Yet is used for negative sentence. Yet is used for negative sentence. Okay? I buy them from the bookstore on the corner. Now, Let's answer exercise C. Complete the conversation. Use the present perfect and simple past. Then practice with a partner. Number 1. Have you ever to charity? Do you notice have and ever? Excellent. So we will use the past participle of the verb. Give is given. Excellent. Given. No. What about the answer? We will make cross. And no, so we will say haven't. Excellent. Very good. Haven't. No, I haven't. Have you? Yes. I gave some clothes and books. That's great. I want to make a donation to taco. So I use the verb eat. What about ago? Excellent. So we will use the past symbol of eat is ate. You are perfect students. I ate taco in Mexico years ago. What did they taste like? The question here in the past simple, so the answer should be also in the past simple. They were spicy. Sheikh Sulaiman ibn Abdul Aziz al-Rajhi, always a billionaire. Here, the subject is singular, so we will use has and the past participle has been. No, he hasn't. Ever. Excellent. So we will also use present perfect. Has and given. Very good. Has he ever given money to charity? Yes, he. Okay, we will make a cross. Yes, he has. Very good. He gave some of his wealth to charity in 2011. I have never been in a helicopter. Okay, have, so we will use the past participle of the verb. I have never been in a helicopter. I flew in one over the Red Sea. I'd like to do that one day. Okay, thank you, my dear students, and take care of yourself. Goodbye.